Michael Jordan's legacy is undisputable. He has made a name for himself not only as a player, but as a businessman and icon for the entire sport. But how did we get here? One of Jordan's most known highlights is the shot, which occurred during the 1989 playoff game between the Chicago Bulls and Cleveland Cavaliers.
And Jordan puts up a jumper and hits with 6 seconds to go.
Michael Jordan made a jump shot with 6 seconds left to give the Bulls a 99-98 lead. After Cleveland called a timeout, Craig Ehlo inbounded the ball to Larry Nance, who gave the ball back to Ehlo, who scored on a driving layup to give Cleveland a 100-99 lead with 3 seconds left. Chicago then called a timeout. Jordan was double-teamed by Ehlo and Nance on the inbounds. Jordan first moved to his right, pushing Nance away, then cut left to get open and receive the inbound pass from Brad Sellers. Drifting to his left, Jordan made a jump shot at the foul line over the defending Ehlo as time expired, giving the Bulls a 101-100 victory. The shot is considered to be one of the greatest clutch moments, and the game itself is regarded as a classic.
Well, coming into today's game,
a lot of people put a lot of pressure on me, and I still couldn't concentrate and make my free throws.
Jordan's early NBA years, 1984 to 1987. During his rookie season with the Bulls, Jordan averaged 28.2 PPG on 51% shooting, and helped make a team that had won 35% of games in the previous 3 seasons playoff contenders. He quickly became a fan favorite, even in opposing arenas. Roy S. Johnson of the New York Times described him as the phenomenal rookie of the Bulls. And Jordan appeared on the cover of Sports Illustrated with the heading "A Star is Born" in December. The fans also voted in Jordan as an all-star starter during his rookie season. We can confidently say that Jordan's career started with a boom, and he was immediately seen as a phenomenon. So much so that controversy arose before the All-Star game when word surfaced that several veteran players, led by Isaiah Thomas, were upset by the amount of attention Jordan was receiving. This led to a so-called freeze-out on Jordan, where players refused to pass the ball to him throughout the game. The controversy left Jordan relatively unaffected when he returned to regular season play, and he would go on to be voted Rookie of the Year. Jordan's second season was cut short when he broke his foot in the 3rd game of the year, causing him to miss 64 games. Jordan had completely recovered in time for the 1986-87 season, and he had one of the most prolific scoring seasons in NBA history. He became the only player other than Wilt Chamberlain to score 3,000 points in a season. Jordan again led the league in scoring during the 1987-88 season, averaging 35 PPG on a 53% shooting, and won his first league MVP award. He was also named the Defensive Player of the Year, as he had averaged 1.6 blocks and a league-high 3.16 steals per game. The Bulls finished 50-32 and made it out of the first round of the playoffs, for the first time in Jordan's career, as they defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers in 5 games. However, the Bulls then lost in 5 games to the more experienced Detroit Pistons, who were led by Isaiah Thomas and a group of physical players known as the Bad Boys.
An individual, personal goals or an enthusiastic attitude to improve as a player.
The Bulls entered the 1989-90 season as a team on the rise, with their core group of Jordan and young improving players like Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant, and under the guidance of new coach Phil Jackson. On March 28, 1990, Jordan scored a career-high 69 points in a 117-113 road win over the Cavaliers. He averaged a league-leading 33 PPG and 52% shooting, to go with a 6.9 RPG and 6.3 APG. The Bulls again advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals after beating the Bucks and Philadelphia 76ers. Despite pushing the series to 7 games, the Bulls lost to the Pistons for the 3rd consecutive season. On October 6, 1993, Jordan announced his retirement.
NBA Commissioner David Stern, even in attendance, as he takes his seat.
Citing a loss of desire to play the game, Jordan later stated that the death of his father 3 months earlier had also shaped his decision. Jordan was close to his father. As a child, he had imitated his father's proclivity to stick out his tongue while absorbed in work. He later adopted it as his own signature, displaying it each time he drove to the basket. In 1966, he founded a Chicago area boys and girls club and dedicated it to his father.
My family knew that, and it was just a matter of waiting until this time when basketball was near to see if my heart would change.
Jordan then further surprised the sports world by signing a minor league baseball contract with the Chicago White Sox on February 7, 1994. He reported to spring training in Sarasota, Florida, and was assigned to the team's minor league system on March 31, 1994. In March 1995, Jordan decided to quit baseball due to the ongoing Major League Baseball strike, as he wanted to avoid becoming a potential replacement player.
That had bases and a pitcher's mound, and as he has done so many times, I guess the term is he came up big.
On March 18, 1995, Jordan announced his return to the NBA through a 2-word press release: "I'm back." The next day, Jordan took to the court with the Bulls to face the Indiana Pacers in Indianapolis, scoring 19 points. The game had the highest Nielsen rating of a regular season NBA game since 1975. Although he could have opted to wear his normal number in spite of the Bulls having retired it, Jordan instead wore number 45, as he had while playing baseball. Jordan retired for the second time on January 13, 1999. On January 19, 2000, Jordan returned to the NBA not as a player, but as a part owner and president of baseball operation of the Washington Wizards. Jordan played his final NBA game on April 16, 2003 in Philadelphia. After scoring only 13 points in the game, Jordan went to the bench with 4 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter and his team trailing the Philadelphia 76ers 75-56. Just after the start of the fourth quarter, the First Union Center crowd began chanting, "We won, Mike! We won, Mike!" After much encouragement from coach Doe Collins, Jordan finally rose from the bench and re-entered the game, replacing Larry Hughes with 2 minutes 35 seconds remaining. At 1 minute 45 seconds, Jordan was intentionally fouled by the 76ers' Eric Snow and stepped to the line to make both free throws. After the second foul shot, the 76ers inbounded the ball to rookie John Salmons, who in turn was intentionally fouled by Bobby Simons 1 second later, stopping time so that Jordan could return to the bench. Jordan received a 3-minute standing ovation from his teammates, his opponents, the officials, and the crowd of 21,000 fans. And that concludes the story of Jordan's career. Obviously, Jordan went to be, and still is, a very influential and active person in the NBA scene. But we have, and we'll talk about this more in other videos. Thank you once again for watching this NBA video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to subscribe, leave a like, it always helps out the channel. If you have any corrections, any comments, anything, leave it down below. And I'll see you in the next one.